Hey, it's Rick Khan, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use Facebook ad library to find winning competitors' ads so that you can get the certainty to run your ads with the right message and with what the market demands. Now here's the thing, finding your competitors' ads is one thing, but how do you know if that ad is working? Because every business should have a strategy behind why they deploy their ads, and that's why it can be difficult to know what's the real strategy behind what they're doing. You don't know if a competitor's ad is just being tested in their audience to ads that are doing extremely well. That's why I'm going to show you a way in finding their winning ads and what you should do to specifically look for when you do find the information. And as a bonus, I'm also going to show you how to find multiple competitors in your industry that you might not have seen before. But first, I have to make a quick disclaimer here, because this is very powerful stuff and I do not condone using this for stealing. Stealing is a path that won't get you far, and all you should do with this information I'm going to give is just to inspire for ideas and innovate what they're doing. You do not want to directly take and copy what they've done. So with that said, let's just jump on and let's show you how to do all of this. So the first thing we need to do is go to Facebook ad library. And once you reach the page, then you want to enter your competitor into the search bar. Now you want to first select your country. For me, it's United Kingdom, but I'll just select all. That's what I usually go on. Your ad category, put all ads, and then enter your competitor into the search bar. So in this example, I'm going to choose a couple of niches. And for this one is a supplement business called Organics. I know they do good ads on this one. And what you want to do now, the most important thing here is you want to find the winning ads. So you start doing this by looking at the dates. The dates are a good indicator to tell you how long the ad has been running. I mean, if you think about it, nobody would run ads for longer than even a few months without earning something back, especially conversion ads, because of how expensive it can get. So what I do from this point, I always go to the very bottom of the pages. So if you scroll all the way to the bottom, because when you scroll to the bottom, it'll start with the dates that are from the latest times. So this one, as you can see, is March, but however, it's inactive. So I would ignore this one. You only want to search the active ads, because, for example, if you look at this one, from 4th of March to March 31st, that was 2019, but they obviously shut it off. Maybe it wasn't working, the angles. So what I'm going to do is go to the first one. So from here, it started running on August 18th, so 2020. So a good few months this has been running, and it has 3 different ads of creative and text. So straight away, you know this angle is a possibility that it's working since it's been running a few months. So now we have the idea that this date has been running long enough. What we want to do now is want to look at the ad. We want to look at the ad copy, the offer, and the creative, and the angles and the hooks. So let's look at this one. So it says here, introducing our best-selling magnesium supplement. Okay, so it's going directly into the product. So it's going directly into the offer. So this could be a cold audience, or it could also be a warm audience, but since I'm not seeing any more, there could be retargeting. It's actually quite difficult to know this kind of information. However, the more experience you get with marketing, the more you'll start picking up patterns and understanding what you should know. However, if you continue reading, this powerful mineral is essential for health. So this is just going directly to an audience that already knows about the power of magnesium supplements. And what it's doing is creating an offer. Try our magnesium supplement today for just pay for shipping. So that's the offer. So it's a best-selling magnesium supplement. So it's showing a form of proof, and it says magnesium supplement, just pay shipping. So that's the offer. And what you want to do is pay close attention to the ad as well, the creative, what are they doing? So just straight to the bottle, showing you the magnesium supplement. But the main thing you want to look at is the strategy behind the ads. And as you can see, they're selling very heavy towards magnesium. So there's quite a few ads running towards magnesium. Oh, there's one with turmeric. Okay, what's this one? Most people are dependent. This is all off the bat. I just chose a few companies. I've not gone through these ads yet. I'm doing all this off the spur of the moment because this is exactly what I like to do, is show you over the shoulder of how this should actually look like. But the key focus here is to always focus on the dates, because the dates are the indicator to tell you if they're successful or not. So this one has been running just a few months, and this is a different product. So maybe they're doing a product test on these supplements here. So if we look at this, most people are dependent on medicine to cure all of their ills. Okay, so be careful with that wording. What if there was a more natural solution? It turns out that the ancient culture of using turmeric as a highly potent thousands of years. Okay, so they're indirectly saying that this could be a cure as a natural solution. Now, be very cautious of doing this on Facebook ads. You could possibly get the ad disapproved or even banned. However, the way they've worded it is pretty clever. This has been running since September. So it's proving it's working, but it's still a bit new, this ad. So what I'll do now is jump to another company, another competitor. So again, the same principles. So for this, it's a coaching of fitness and does a lot of meals, it's prepping. So I'm going to go straight to the bottom again, because remember, it always starts with the date furthest back. So if we look at this here, so it started running July. Okay, so this has been running a very long time. Wow. Few years in fact, and it's still active. Okay, so straight away, if you're a fitness coach, this is something you should pay heavy attention to, because if this ad's been running, you want to know what's the angle, why is it winning, what is it about this ad that's making it win, what's the strategy behind the ad. Go through the ad angle. So it starts with, I used to think that there were 3 main things I needed to do to be skinny: skip meals, avoid fat, and avoid carbs. So straight away, it's contrarian by going into people's belief systems of what they believe, and it's calling it out, and it's entering the conversation in people's minds. Of course, thinking you need to be skinny was a problem, so it's going into a problem. Difference between muscle and fat loss, weight myself, where did this pressure come from? Eating habits, so it's more of a problem than it's agitating it. I had to get really unwell to get well. I burnt my adrenals going to. I finally applied concept. So I finally had to apply this concept of nutrition to myself. So it's going into the mechanism. I started to see how eating real whole foods give me energy. So the mechanism is whole foods, apply nutrition. That adds, but most importantly, the conversation. So this is clearly a cold audience. Who they're running it to. As you can probably tell, it's long form copy that they're using over here as well. So it's coming into a problem, agitate, solution, and with a hook of a story as well within it. And if you look at the creative, so you've probably noticed how plain and simple this creative is. You see, if everyone's ads are shining, there's so much involved and showing so many images, colors, text, you can always stand out by being plain. Because if you think about scrolling a feed that's full of different text, lots of color, lots of images, videos, and then all of a sudden you see something with just all grayed out, white, and just literally 3 words, it grabs attention. That's the key to this. Because while everyone's doing the same thing, you always be different. So, but you also look at this, eat less, better. So they crossed out less, so eat better. So it's kind of like saying subconsciously that you can eat as much as you want as long as it's better. I'm not saying it's probably saying that, but you probably get the idea where I'm going. But what I would also advise to do is to always click the link as well. So I forgot to mention that. So you click the link and you want to know the reason why as well is because you want to know the strategy behind the ad. So you always want to know where they're leading them to, as this is the end goal and the result you're after. So clicking the link, it takes you to this page. So body fuel system. Okay, it's taking you directly to an offer. Your 4-week health. So, okay, so this is really important to mention at this point. Now, I want you to pay really close attention to this, because what they're doing is they're using the Facebook ad here as the lead, and this is the offer. Usually on sales pages, you'll always get the lead and then it'll follow on with the offer. So the lead is usually the first couple of pages on a sales page, and what they've done is they've used it as the Facebook ad. Now, there is a book that I recommend you definitely read called Great Leads. It's a brilliant book on explaining the leads in more details. But what they've done is they've stuck the lead on the Facebook ad and then used the actual sales page as the offer. So if you're a fitness coach and you're selling different programs, or you're doing meal preps or systems, this is an idea you should definitely use because it's proving it's winning. I mean, it's been running for a few years, so it's clearly winning and doing very well. So now quickly, as a bonus, I'm also going to show you how to find multiple competitors in your industry and find them with winning ads as well. So this is what you do. So you want to start by clearing all the data. Wait for it to load. Now you can select your country. For me, I always just put all ads. And now here's the thing, you want to put in the keyword of your industry, your niche, whatever it is you want to put it in. So for this example, let's say I chose fitness, so you just write fitness. If it's joinery, just type joinery. If it's yoga, type yoga. I'm sure you get the point from there. So I'll just type fitness. So once you type fitness, you just want to hit enter. Don't press anything, just enter. Now as you can see, it's come with more than 50,000 results. So here, now you want to click filters. And first thing I always do is filter English speakers and active ads. And now here's the thing. You want to change the date. So with the date, you want to go back at least a few months. Because again, like I mentioned earlier, is that if an ad's been running for many months or even years, it's clearly an indicator the ad is winning. So go back and then click, oops, let's do it again, messed up there. So let's go back to March, wait for it to load, it does take a while. Apply 3 filters, and from 50,000, it should be reduced to 8,600. Now, you have a bunch of winning ads here that are all proven. This is absolute gold. So again, it's the same principles you would do. Start looking at the dates, start looking at the companies, look at the hooks, the angles, where they're leading them to. And one thing it does as well, it opens you to new competitors. As you can see, they're coming up with new competitors, you can see, and all it's doing is adding keywords rather than competitors. So you just scroll, go through each date, go through the same principles I used earlier. But you also want to make sure that you look at the structures, look at the creative, look at the language patterns. Are they talking to cold audiences? Are they talking to warm audiences? That should give you the idea of how to create a winning ad fast. And here's the thing. Now, once you do all of this and you create a similar ad to your competitors, then I'm going to show you how to find your competitors' targeting with this video that should pop up. And please make sure to like this video and to consider to subscribe and stay up to date with the latest Facebook ad strategies. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.